Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 24 of Chrono Trigger. Last episode, we tackled on the new friend quest, which was fairly short. Basically, the same new from 65 million BC was back in 600 AD, but a lot stronger. After we took him down, we became friends with him, so now he has a friend. Because that was his kind of goal the whole time, was to make friends. But now that that's done, our next order of business is to do the bridge materials quest. This might take a while. Actually, I forgot how long this quest is. But basically, we talked to this top right guy here. I already talked to him, but basically he says it's been his lifelong dream to build a bridge somewhere, I forgot. But in order to do so, we have to collect some materials for him so he can get started on building the bridge. We need to collect steel ingots, or a steel ingot, and then the golden hammer, we need to borrow it. And then lastly, we need godwood, which is found up in the forest up here. But first order of business, we're going to get the steel ingot. Also, you may have noticed, Luca is no longer in the party. I decided to put Chrono back in here, just for the sake is that because he hasn't been in our party for a while. And ever since we got him back, I feel like he's been underused, so I think it's about time we get him back in the party, our little silent protagonist here. Alright, without further ado, let's head into the southern glade here. And we need to go to this side, but I think we have to go all the way around here just to get there. But we gotta fight these guys again. God-forsaken dirty rats. Pretty sure, are they called dirty rats? Let's see. Yep, no, they're called dire rats. Alright, well, let's go ahead and quickly, just to casually do 1,000 damage. Alright, there we go. I don't know why Robo's missing a lot. I feel like he's been missing a lot lately. Alright, there we go. So we need to collect 3 of those items, bring it back. Wait, am I going the right way? I actually do not know. Okay. Let me focus up real quick. This way. Yes. I think there's also items that we haven't gotten yet. Yeah, like this one right here. Get a lapis. And there's some unstable reptites. Alright, let me try some magic, guys. Let's see what light magic does. Oh, it heals the reptites, of course. So after we collect the materials, we're gonna do the actual building process part, which basically he needs assistance in getting the bridge built, but we'll get to that when we get there. Alright, another chest here. An elixir. Nice, because we actually used a lot of elixirs. What the? We used a lot of elixirs when we fought the new master. I'm not proud to admit, but things were kind of getting rough during the fight, so alright, we'll just bash these guys. I think we'll be fine. Yep, we'll be fine, more than fine. Especially since we got a critical hit. Also, the reward we get for doing this quest is pretty nice. We get a Haste Helm. Super helpful. Athenian water. Haste Helm's probably like one of the best helmets in the game, because I'm pretty sure it ups your speed to like the max, or if not to a higher amount. Alright, so the steel ingot can be found in this area. I think it's in one of like the hidden passages here. So we'll take a look around, see what we can find. These guys should suck. Argon and Robo too. Alright, we get it. Now it's my turn. Alright, there we go. Yeah. Very nice. Also, a little update. we'll be doing consistent Chrono Trigger uploads starting now. I think it's high time that we get the Chrono Trigger just done and over with. It's been a very long and drawn out series. I meant to complete this way sooner, but things happen and, you know, gotta have priorities first. But we are back and we are ready to close Chrono Trigger up. I would say this is about the last really long part of the Lost Sanctum here, because we're nearing the end. I'm pretty sure it's just like boss fights, because it's more of protecting the villages. I think that's what it's called, protecting the village. Okay, I think up here, the right here, is the steel ingot. Yeah, the steel ingot. There we go. Also, I think it's a new enemy that we haven't faced before. This guy is purple, so I'm going to assume that he's immune to shadow damage. So Magus, I'm sorry, but we will not be using your magic. But just bashing it, I'm pretty sure we'll just get rid of it. Yep. Excuse me. Alright, yep, their attacks aren't very strong either. Also, 2 critical hits, you see that? Oh. Even that didn't do a whole lot. I think the creators for like the Lost Sanctum, I don't think they intended the Lost Sanctum to be necessarily really hard. I think they did it as a way to just up your levels before you fight Lavos and get some last minute good loot before you take the fight, because it can be a hard fight if you don't know what you're doing. And if it's like your first time playing, I definitely struggle with Lavos a little bit. When I first played, oh, good, he learned Black Hole. Yep, and Dark Matter will be his last single tech, but we have a long way to go, 843. So we'll be sure to use Magus a lot in the Black Omen when we get there. But obviously when we fight Lavos, I have a set party that I like, that I'll be using. So hopefully we'll get to see Dark Matter get used, but how do we get there? This way? Hello? There we go. A turbo ether. Nothing this way. So I think that's about all we can do here. This will lead to the Dark Cave, which we'll probably do next episode. It's like the next main part, and it leads like to the defending the village quest line. But for now, we're gonna get out of here and make our way to 65 million BC, where we can borrow the golden hammer from the Reptite when we did the first quest, the golden hammer. Not this way. What is... Nothing's this way. Okay. I don't feel like refighting. Might have to. Ah. That's alright. Like I said, get our levels up, I guess. So we're actually going to be getting some good loot, very good loot from here on out, like as far as rewards. Some good armor, and then we're going to get a scythe for Magus called the Judgment Scythe. As far as total damage, it's not as strong, but it does inflict stop on targets, which is good. So I think that's worth it for me. And boom, yeah. Loving all the critical hits here. Alright, very nice. Well, actually, we'll probably get Dark Matter in no time. We get like 30 tech points per encounter, so I don't see us needing to grind for very long. But then again, I'm not necessarily grinding. I'm just fighting basically anything that's in our way from the main mission or objective. Yeah, these... Oh wow, we are missing quite a lot. These Lost Sanctum quests are they're very dull, in my opinion. Like I mentioned, it's just a way to get XP. It's not really a way of enjoyment, I guess, to put it lightly. Who's... Oh, that's the elder. I was like, who is that? Alright, actually, let me just use some items here. Whoops. Also, we already have the waystone, so we don't have to worry about, doing that for the dark cave. There we go. And then I'll have Robo just heal us all up. There we go. Alright, so now we need to head to 65 million BC. So we can borrow the golden hammer from the guy that we helped in like the very first mission here at the Lost Sanctum DLC. Is it DLC? Yeah. Alright. I guess it's more of just like expansion on the DS part. Oh, I forgot this. Such a hard time landing here. Alright, so I believe it's the bottom left Reptite that has the golden hammer. Go down this way. And yeah, what? You need to borrow my golden hammer. Alright, I'm not using it at the moment. And I did receive it from you after all. Here you go. Alright, nice. Okay, I thought the game was like frozen for a second. But now we need to head back to 600 AD. I guess I should have just stayed there. But I think there's a specific order you got to do this, if I'm not mistaken. I'm doing it in the order he says. The last thing we need to get the Godwood. If you remember in the forest, the Millennia Forest, there's a Reptite there. And he mentions about a tree that got chopped down, or that he chopped down. And it is called the Godwood, and that is the last thing we need to give to the other Reptite so he can build his bridge. Alright, so this way. Into the forest here. We will find a Reptite. Wait, what? Is he in 65 million BC? Oh, he is in 65 million BC. Oh, I'm such a... Alright, well, we will be right back. Well, I wasted a little bit of time there, but it's okay. Alright, so now, through this forest, we can talk to the Reptite. There he is. There used to be an enormous tree growing in the woods, but these monsters, felled it. What a waste. It was such a strong and stalwart tree. You need lumber to build a bridge? Well, I'd much rather see that tree used than let it go to waste. Wait right here. I'll saw some wood for you. Okay. There you go. I'm sure it will serve well. Okay, there we go. Godwood, there we go. So now we go to 600 AD, turn in the materials, and he will reward us with a lovely Haste Helm. Yeah, sometimes it's hard to remember everything here in the Lost Sanctum. Most of the time I'm using a guide. Especially for these later sections, you just kind of tend to forget. The Lost Sanctum is not very rememberable. I just do it for the rewards. I don't do it for pleasure or excitement. Okay, so here we go. Back here at 600 AD. We'll go to the top right Reptite. And he will be all excited. Ah, that Godwood should do quite nicely for the lumber. Dear me, that golden hammer's glorious. That should serve splendidly. Oh, I ought to be able to use that steel ingot for the metal I need. My thanks. With all this, I should be able to make the bridge of my dreams a reality. Here, take this as a token of my gratitude. And we get a Haste Helm. Awesome sauce. Well then, off to the mountains I go. Then we'll get a little cutscene here. He'll walk off. Go to his little spot. And then, okay, from here on out, we need to exit and come back and talk to this guy because he will explain something about his neighbor. That neighbor of mine loves to build things almost as much as he loves to tell me about it. Has he anyone else to bother all day? Okay, so we need to go back and then talk to him. Who am I giving the Haste Helm to? Who am I giving this dragon head to? God, it really lowers magic defense. Well, I was gonna give it to him, but I like that it prevents all the status ailments. Does lower his speed and defense down. Or with the Haste Helm. Yeah, half time between turns. I think here. I could give it to Ayla. Actually, I should give it to Luca here because her speed is just god awful. Oh. Well, seems to work for her. Joy. Mermaid Helm's kind of crappy. But it's good for water damage based enemies here. Okay, so we need to exit. I'm going to do a full exit. I'm just going to leave the area and then come back. I'm pretty sure that's what you have to do. Also, let me pull up the other part of my guide here before we do anything else. Okay. Here we go. Sorry. Like I said, I forget things. So I need to have something to help me. So we enter back. And go speak to the other Reptite that was next to the bridge builder. And he'll say something else, I'm pretty sure. My neighbor has been working on building that bridge, but lately he hasn't even been coming home. Yeah, there we go. I don't suppose you can go and make sure he's alright, could you? It's not like him at all to be gone this long. He always used to return at night. Ready to check on the bridge builder? Yes. I appreciate it. He should be somewhere on Mount Emerald, east of the southern glade. Alright, back to the mountain. We are the 10th time climbing this mountain. I will probably skim or cut some of this. I'm sure y'all don't want to see me climb this mountain for the 10th millionth time. This past 3 episodes, basically. Or 2 episodes, I guess. We started really climbing last episode. There we go. So basically the gist of it is the new master, our new friend, he'll be waiting at the top, obviously, but he'll let us pass this time because we are his friend. We've helped him, so... Or, I don't know, we didn't really help him. We sparred him, and he appreciated that, so... I guess that counts for something. Alright, so we go this way. We know. I don't even know what I'm saying. Very linear path. You should know it by now. You could probably draw the map of this in your sleep. I need to move my mouse. Peak multitasking right now. Insane. Oh, do I have to use magic? I think so, yeah. Oh my goodness. Me forgetting the enemy weaknesses. Right. Darkness. Be gone. You jade wings, I think you're called. Alright, awesome. You should only have to fight one more encounter? Or forced encounter? Actually, I'm not sure. I think that might be the only forced encounter. I just want to go. The quicker we get done with this, the faster we get onto the cool stuff. The Black Omen's pretty dope. A couple of cool boss fights. And a lot of good loot, which we'll get. Okay. And it's actually pretty challenging, too. I mean, the new master was pretty challenging. Oh, no, I think we're forced to fight this guy. Of course. But the Black Omen's got some pretty difficult stuff. And then it'll auto take us to Lavos once completing. You're really gonna copy Magus, huh? You want to be Magus so bad. Oh my god, all three of them? Are we serious? That's barely anything, so. Just do us a favor and get out of here. Not gonna work. Half the party's immune to all status ailments anyway. Which is what I like. I love equipment like that because I just hate getting inflicted, especially with like sleep, what it's called, or stop. I don't know. Please. Okay, here we are. Talk to the new here. He'll give us a whole speech, I guess. Need something? I help you. I'll be your friend. Have you encountered a man attempting to construct a bridge upon this mountain? I see him. He built bridge alone, just past here. There is a high probability that the man you just saw is who we seek. Will you allow us to pass? Okay. Thank you. See, he's so nice. Alright, let's go see what he's up to. Oh my god. Why did this music just get so serious? I guess that's why. Oh my goodness, he's about to fall. But brave heroes, help! Alright, Chrono will save you. Robo's just like completely shocked. My thanks. I feared I'd not had survived much longer. I've been toiling away at this bridge, but the work takes a good deal out of a man. It seems I grew a tad careless and lost my footing. If only I had someone with more brawn to assist me. It'll be some time before I finish at this rate. Why not use a new? They've strength and stamina enough. You have an idea of someone who could help? My pardons, but it would be most gracious of you if you could acquire it on my behalf. Okay. Yep. Alright, you just said that. Alright, well, the news just right down the street, so we'll give him a holler. Mr. New. You need something? I help you. I'll be your friend. We have a request for you. Would you be willing to assist in the construction of a bridge? Yes, I try. I want to help. This is the assistant of whom you spoke? Yes, it is. His strength is far greater than it appears. Please exercise caution. Yeah, 65 million years of of sparring, just pure martial arts, man. He's ready. He's more than capable. I see. Well, I suppose if you say so. Alright, I'm strong. Well then. Haste makes waste. First things first. And then the new is gonna ask for some food. You weren't so bad at all. No, I'm not bad at all. Alright, next we need to... Oh. What's the matter, New? Hungry. Can't move. Need food. Oh dear, this is a problem. Please, I beg you, bring this poor New something to eat. Why do we not ask that villager if there's something we might obtain food, or somewhere we might obtain food? Oh, you know where you might be able to get some food. Wonderful. I'll wait here with him. Okay, so now this is the Lost Sanctum telling us, walk your ass back to the settlement, and then walk your ass back up the mountain, all over again, and then walk back down. Oh, wait, where am I going? To get more food, which you'll see later. Oh my goodness. It's utterly ridiculous. It's awful. Awful game design, awful ideas. Like this idea had to go through a committee, and they were like, yes, we want this to be a thing. We want the player to go back and forth between just endless mountain with forced encounters. And we love that idea. Alright, I had to speak my piece there. Kind of ridiculous. Oh, but we are leveling up. That's the one thing that's keeping the Lost Sanctum from being scratched from my Let's Play, is that I wanted to get the levels and the techs. And the rewards. The rewards are worth it. Like, we got a Haste Helm, which is very, very nice. Am I going the right way? Yes, I am. Okay. Oh my goodness. Pardon me. Alright. Back down. Luckily, we don't have to go to 65 million BC yet. Everything's fairly close together. We get the lunch from one of the people at the settlement, and then we have to get another certain food item in 65 million BC, which we'll get to in a second. I don't know why the new didn't tell us that at first, but, you know, I don't know. I am at a loss for words with this Lost Sanctum expansion. Okay. At least it doesn't take too long to get through this area. Alright. I believe it's the bottom left new who gives us the food. Speaking factually here. Factual. Alright, yeah. I'm pretty sure it's the bottom left Reptite. Okay, what is... Why are they stealing all my MP right now? Be gone. Okay. Whoops. I believe it's one of these Reptites. You. Oh yeah. Oh dear, he's hungry? Well then, will you give him this for me? A hearty lunch. Here we go. So now we gotta go all the way back. That fellow's been around for a very long time. I don't know if my cooking will be anything like what he's used to, but I hope he enjoys it. What are they cooking here? It's the Middle Ages. You're probably eating succulent sausages with a fine red wine, if I had to guess. Alright, we are finally back up here. We're gonna go over here. Took me a while, but, you know. We will bring... He's still like that. Oh my goodness. We'll bring the lunch. Oh, you brought him food. Thank you ever so much. Oh, am I just gonna... Alright. Tastes good. Oh, Reptite and the village worked very hard to make that for you. It is no wonder it tastes so good. Oh, she made this? I feel strong. I work hard again. Can I ask favor? Speak. Magus is up with the shit. I get hungry. I can't work. I want you to bring me food. So you're telling me, we just brought you food, and now you're asking us to bring you more food? Oh my god. I'm about to lose my mind. Old monsters have good food. Long time ago. Sweet yellow thing. I like that food. More food, correct? Understood. Robo, how can you be so compliant about this? I'll watch over this new. Please hurry back if you can. So that's basically Square Enix telling us, you know, you did a good job, but you need to go back down again. I will see y'all back in 25 million BC. Alright, we are here in the grand 65 million BC. After another awesome journey down the mountain. But now we need to head to the southern glade here in 65 million BC. And fight a specific enemy here that will reward us with the sweet yellow food item that we should all know what it is. What's the really only sweet yellow food item that you can think of? I mean, there's like cheesecake, I guess. But, you know, that's not a thing here in the Chrono Trigger world. It's 65 million BC. When you think of a sweet yellow food item that was around way back then, you know, something should come to mind, you know? Alright, yeah, it's this purple dude right here. He will drop the food item we are looking for. Alright. Oh yeah, we just easily take him out. And this should initiate a cutscene. Then we take the food item. And then once we bring it back to the new, the quest is finally complete. Yep, there we go. Look. The sweet banana. If you guessed banana, you are correct. I am not capable of ingesting food, but that looks like it would be pleasing to your palates. Perhaps this is what that new wanted us to bring him. So, lesson learned, news love bananas. I mean, bananas are great. Like, peak fruit right there. Also, fun fact of the day. Did y'all know that strawberries are not actually berries, but bananas are? Look it up. I'm not lying. Anyway, I will see y'all back in 600 AD, where we will deliver the fresh bananas to the new. Okay, 65 million years later, we have your sweet banana ready for consumption. Oh, what's going on? You bring food? Yes. We have brought food. Thank you. Yes, this is sweet yellow food. Now I can work. You wait. I built bridge. The bridge is almost finished now, thanks to all of his help. You should check back from time to time and watch how things are coming along. Okay, guys. Well, that basically wraps up the building the bridge quest. Up next is the Dark Cave, which we don't really have to do a whole lot anymore because we already have the Waystone. And that is also going to wrap it up for today's episode of Chrono Trigger. I apologize for the dullness of this. The Lost Sanctum is just, you know, it can be awfully repetitive, but the rewards are worth it, so I thought I'd include it. Like I said last episode, I will not be including the Dimensional Vortex dungeons plus Lavos sub-fight. I don't know. I don't think it's necessary. If it's your first time playing, definitely do it. I just don't really think it's necessary for this Let's Play. I'm just going to keep the main stuff here. And it's New Game Plus, so I just don't really feel like doing a lot of that stuff again. And just, you know, it's a lot. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe. And leave a comment for any tips, tricks, or if you just want to say, Square Enix, fix your quest designing, please. Anyway, this was episode 24 of Chrono Trigger, and this is logeybogey signing off. See y'all in a bit.